There is a moment on the path of awakening when your life suddenly begins to make sense. Not because the pain is gone, not because life becomes easier, but because you finally rise high enough to see the design behind your experiences. It feels like an inner whisper. Now I understand. 1. From confusion to clarity. Before awakening, life feels like scattered pieces, random pains, strange dreams, coincidences you can't explain. But when consciousness expands, those pieces begin to connect. What seemed random starts to align. What felt cruel reveals purpose. What once broke you quietly begins to rebuild you. Life didn't change. You did. You finally stepped into a place where you can see. 2. The hidden design. In this phase you realize some people were not accidents. They were turning points. Some losses were openings. Some dreams were messages. Some impulses were inner guidance. Some pains were awakenings in disguise. Suddenly your childhood, your relationships, your timing, your intuition, all speak the same language. Not the language of the mind, but the language of the soul. 3. You're not learning, you're remembering. This is the heart of awakening. You're not learning something new. You're remembering what you knew before the forgetting. You see why you chose that family, why certain wounds shaped you, why certain souls entered or left, why certain losses cracked you open, why certain dreams stayed with you, why intuition was guiding you all along. You begin to feel the blueprint, the deeper intelligence that has been with you the whole time. 4. The purpose behind pain. Pain still hurts. Loss still hurts. But now you see something deeper. Pain weakens the old self, so the true self can rise. Pain softens the ego, so the soul can speak. Pain breaks illusion, so clarity can enter. You don't say, I'm glad it happened. You say, I understand why it happened. And that understanding frees you. 5. When life starts to align, you begin to notice. Your intuition sharpens. Synchronicities increase. People enter or leave with meaning. You stop forcing. You start allowing. You stop chasing. You start attracting. Life didn't suddenly improve. You finally learned how to see. 6. Closing. When everything begins to make sense, that is not the end of awakening. It is the beginning. Because now you're not living from the mind. You're living from the soul that remembers. You're not becoming someone new. You're returning to who you were before the forgetting. This is the phase of remembering. This is where your life aligns. And this is where true awakening begins.